Hey everybody, been a little bit since I did a vlog, so I'm going to talk about choosing business partners, what to look for, and a couple of tips, some advice based on my own experience. I took on my first business partner when I was 18 years old, and the reason I took this partner on is because he brought to the table certain contacts and skill sets that I did not have. We were both pretty broke at the time, so it wasn't a money issue. That's one of the things you can look for in a business partner, if they can bring money to the table. But my partner at the time brought in contacts in industry and skill sets. And together we were able to pool our huge amount of money, which was about $200 between us, and we were able to start the business. And it grew well, actually. So when choosing a business partner, you got to look for complementary skill sets. Maybe they bring money to the table. Maybe they bring contacts. Maybe when I say complementary skill sets, meaning they have skills that complement your skills, meaning they have skills that are different from yours. See, if you're both skilled in the same thing, it's not as useful as having somebody who has skills that you don't have so that you can work together to build and create the business. That all said, the number one thing to look for in a business partner is trust and work ethic. Trust and work ethic. So let me expand on trust. You got to be able to trust them, because when you get into business, it's a very binding association. Potentially, because you can have different types of business associations where you're not so tied to the hip, if you will, and I would advise that type of association over having a shared corporation or a shared company. Although that's also very common and quite useful. But what's also very common is people having major legal battles with business partners, ex-business partners. So what I prefer to do in my business partnerships is to create business-to-business relationships as opposed to having partners in one business. And the reason you do the business-to-business relationships is that those are much easier to sever, much easier to cleanly sever that relationship. So that being said, you still need to trust your partners. You still need to feel that they have a sense of integrity and work ethic. That's so important. And if you can find somebody like that, I actually got a piece of advice from one of my most successful mentors. And he told me he'd rather have somebody who was moderately skilled but had a good work ethic and was a good person, you got along with them, easygoing, reasonable, than having a highly talented jerk. And highly talented jerks will not help you in the medium or long run, that's for sure, because they're jerks. Jerk could be people who are lazy, they could be people that are dishonest, they could be people that are erratic, have emotional problems. So I'd rather have moderately skilled people who are stable, level-headed, fair-minded, and honest than the super talented jerk. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that's about it. Part of my business series, and I have some announcements about code-related courses. I'll do that in the next vlog, which I'm going to film right after this one.